DJ, tell her what to do.
She gon' take care of her bitch, she truckin'. She a woman with a
Okay.
truckin'.
Turn it off.
She gon' take care of her kids, she truckin'. Yeah. She a boss, she do it big, she truckin'. She a boss, she do it big, she truckin'. She a woman with a rig, she truckin'.
All right, you guys. Sorry about that. We had a little bit of tech issues, but I am so excited to be here with you all today. And welcome to the She Trucking Podcast. I am your host, Coach Tina Ramsay, and we have an amazing ensemble cast today that is going to be sharing with you everything that they're going to be doing where at MATS. Yes, that is the Mid-America Trucking Show. And what is She Trucking Foundation actually doing there? We have an amazing panel of individuals that are stand out within the trucking and also transportation industry. We're going to talk about the problems, but we have solutions. You're going to meet the people who can actually help you in regards to making your transition into the transportation industry successful. So let's go ahead and bring on our amazing panel. Yes, we have a full room today, people. We have a full room today. Welcome, She Trucking Committee. How are you doing?
Doing great.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Coming in. Welcome. Remember, you guys, like, follow, and share. Like, follow, and share. We have in the building Dr. Erica. We have my Sharae Amore in the building, which is called affectionately the Trucking Accountant. We have Julie from LOTR. We have Michelle in the house. Go ahead and give me a little pump. We have MrsJerri. We have two Larry today. Okay, we have Larry Blackman. We have Larry Connor. We have the influencers, and last but surely not least, we have Ashley in the building. All of them are playing an intricate role in this MATS takeover. So first up, let's talk to some of the leaders within the She Trucking Foundation. And who are they? That's Dr. Erica and MrsJerri. So tell us a little bit about the She Trucking Foundation, Inc., because this is something new that has been put in place by our amazing CEO, Sharae Moore, to assist with the trucking and transportation industry. So, Dr. Erica, tell us a little bit about your role with She Trucking Foundation.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here. I'm grateful that everyone could join the call today. We're all busy, but we are all dedicated to this mission, and I'm so excited. I am the COO of She Trucking Foundation, and my role pretty much consists of having to do with the day-to-day functioning, admin, and also the operations. So making sure the foundation is compliant, also making sure that the programs and the projects that we are doing are put together and, serving our community. So that is pretty much my role in a nutshell.
All right. Thank you. And we need that assistance. So MrsJerri, tell us about the role that you play with the She Trucking Foundation.
Awesome. Again, thank you so much, Coach Tina, for having us. Super excited to be on the podcast and just in support of the movement that we are taking part of across the nation. My name is MrsJerri with Life on the Road Recruiting. I am the board secretary for the She Trucking Foundation Incorporated. My day-to-day role, I assist with operations, daily operations, supporting in the group, and we are the official recruiters for the She Trucking Foundation as well. So from a day-to-day operations, helping with programs, super excited just to be a part of the team.
Oh, thank you so much. And you guys who are looking on, probably trying to figure out what roles do the other individuals on this screen play, because they have to play some role. So welcome to our committee members. So we're going to start off with the trucker's accountant, my Sharae Amore, baby. Tell us what you do in the She Trucking Foundation.
Hey, everyone. I want to say thank you, Ms. Tina, for all that you do. And basically, I am here as a committee member helping out with Mats. We're going to be in Mats this upcoming weekend. I'm super excited about it. So if you see us, definitely say hi and see what we have to offer. So into my offer. If you do not know me, my name is MrsJerri Rhodes, also known as the Truckers Accountant, and I help six-figure trucking companies to scale to seven figures with my financial GPS roadmap so that you guys can stay in compliant and, of course, pay the least amount of money in taxes. Guys, in a nutshell, I help you to read your numbers and pay attention to the financials. You cannot not pay attention to those.
Yes, yes, yes. And so we're going to go through and have Julie tell a little bit about what she does as well.
Hey everybody, I'm Julie with Life on the Road Recruiting. I am the director of recruiting, so I assist with the recruiting as well as helping the other recruiters as far as training, and I also manage our social media pages. So with Matt's next week, me and a few others on the panel will be doing the social media takeover to make sure that everyone is able to see everything that's going on with Matt's from the comfort of their own home.
All right. So as we can see, these are the individuals who are on the team for the Mats. These are the ones who are taking over that you will be able to meet and greet at this year's Mats celebration and also with the trucking. So let's get a little bit from Michelle, and then I'm gonna have a little bit of time to talk with Dr. Erica and Miss Jerry along. So Michelle, tell us a little bit about you as well.
Hey guys, great afternoon. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. My name is Michelle Lenore, and I am the CEO and owner of Michelle Lenore Enterprises. And so how I partner up with She Trucking is, first, I am a committee member, and also I help with government certifications, helping individuals get certified within the government space, taking that information and using it both within the government sector and then also in the corporate sector. So that's one flip side of it. And also I work with organizations so they can recognize you as the owner, and once you're certified, so they know they need to reach out to you so they can get those $1 million contracts, right? And so you're going to see me this upcoming week. I'm going to be on the panel. I'm going to be talking to different folks about how to take their career, how to take their business to the next level within the industry that you are in. I just want to let you know, guys, money is out there. So when you get that money, then you go up to MrsJerri, you be like, okay, so what do I do with this money, y'all? So that's a little bit about me.
All right. So Larry, that takes us right on into Larry. Tell us about what you do.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Larry. Everybody call me El Boogie. You know I'm blessing the Lord, highly favored, excited about Jesus, excited about the word of God. My cup is running over, and I still want some more. How about you? What I do is I teach company drivers how to make a transition into becoming successful owner operators. So that's what I do. I teach them which trucks to buy, which lanes to run, and everything up under the sun. So that's what I do right there. I'm so excited to be in partnership with She Trucking. So excited to be in the, kind of like an ambassador for She Trucking and for the women truckers out there to let people know that you can be more than just a woman. You can be a woman trucker, a she trucker.
Yes. All right. We have another Larry in the building, and we have our CEO and president, Sharae Moore, saying yes. Okay. She's in the audience as well. So Larry Blackman, tell us a little bit about your business.
Yeah, my business is basically protecting the truckers because they are the most valuable asset. That is with their health insurance. A lot of the truckers always mention, "I'm good. I have health insurance," but I ask them a question: what does your what does your health insurance cover? They don't have the answer to that. Does it travel outside your home state? They don't have the answer to that. So my job is to make sure to put them in a better position than what they first started at. So that's the health insurance helper way.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you. Next up, we have Ashley, and then we have Ray in the building. And then we are going to take a small commercial break after that. So Ashley, tell us your part with the Mats team.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ashley with Life on the Road Recruiting. I specialize in IT and marketing, but I also assist Julie, Ray, and some of our other recruiters with recruiting as well. Along with what Julie said, I'll be helping with the behind the scenes and interviewing all the influencers and just being a supportive role in the Matt's sheet trucking experience. So I look forward to learning as well and keeping everybody that's not able to be there in the loop and making them feel like they're a part of what we have going on, because anything that you guys need, we'll cover it and we'll make sure that everybody's included.
All right. Thank you, Ray. And you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do for the Max team.
Hello, I'm Ray with Life on the Road Recruiting. I am a lead recruiter and also the director of SAP. So my role at Life on the Road is basically helping SAP drivers get back on the road and get back into a truck, basically, after completing the SAP program and navigating them through that process. My role with the sheet trucking, I will be same thing as Ashley, just keeping everyone in the loop behind the scenes and getting those interviews and making sure that everyone at home still get that experience as if they were there.
All right. So as you can see, we have an amazing Max team that's going to be there to take care of your needs with our sheet trucking team. So if you are there in person, make sure to go check them out at their booth. The number is 405-77. Make sure to check them out at the booth. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to take a small commercial break and we'll be back with Dr. Erica and MrsJerri. We're going to talk a little bit more about the Sheet Trucking Foundation. We'll be back in a moment.
King, can you read it for me, please? Thank you. What did that say?
Yes, as you can see, we have our own personal king. That is King. He is only 2 years old, guys, and he is doing some amazing things. We're supporting the sheet trucking movement. So we have generations of ages growing and learning in this trucking and transportation. So shout out to King, our official member. So tell us a little bit, MrsJerri and Dr. Erica, about why the foundation is so important right now.
Yes. So the Sheet Trucking Foundation was created. We officially got our nonprofit charter late 2021. And so we are kicking it off. What better place to kick it off than the Mid-America Trucking Show, the largest truck show in America. And so we're going to officially introduce the Sheet Trucking Foundation. Our mission as an organization, we're committed to helping women and minorities establish and maintain successful careers in the trucking industry. And so no matter where they are, whether they're just coming in, whether they're, on their way out, from a trucking and transportation perspective, and you don't just have to be a driver, we are committed to helping women and minorities. And so that is our focus at the Mid-America Trucking Show. That is our panel discussion, and we will be speaking on the Pro Talks education stage on Saturday at 3 p.m. If you're in attendance, we want you there right front and center at the stage. If you're not able to make it, don't worry. Our social media team will be going live, but we're talking diversity and inclusion. And how we can have solutions. We'll be discussing solutions, not just challenges and problems, but solutions on how we can bring more women and minorities into trucking.
And Erica, you want to add on to that? She seems like she can't even. Okay, she's having a little tech.
She's having some tech issues. It looks like the internet.
Yeah. So MrsJerri, as she's having some tech issues, so we're going to be talking more deeply into the solutions because we hear the problems quite a bit. And so what I love about Sheet Trucking and the Sheet Trucking Foundation is that, yes, we know about the problems, but now we have a team and volunteers that coming together in order to provide solutions so that it can make it an easy transition for ones that want to take part in the trucking industry. And one thing that I want to make aware is that many people think the only way that you can get into the trucking industry is by driving a truck. That's only one way in order to be in the trucking industry. So go to the mats. You know, it is starting Thursday, March the 24th, and it ends Saturday the 26th, and it's at the Kentucky Center. So if you are close, if you don't mind to drive or fly, go on over and meet our amazing Mats team that's going to be there, including our president and CEO, Sharae Moore. And I just found out that who's going to be in the building? King is going to be in the building.
Yes, King. So smart.
He's going to be there. So let's see. I think I have Dr. Erica back. Welcome back. And so anything that you would like to add, love, because I know that you are super, super busy. So anything you want to tell us in regards to anything, the roles that you're going to be playing in person at Mats?
Yes, I'm so excited. We are going to be kicking off the membership program. I know this has been long waiting for all the individuals in the communities. In terms of the women and minorities, we are kicking off our membership program. So excited. We have different membership tiers, so we don't want to leave anyone out. And we are going to be kicking that off at Mats. So very excited about that. We're going to have some great benefits, and we're also looking for partners. So we're going to be talking about all of that and just being a supportive, building a supportive group for our community and have a more intimate conversation with our members. That is the goal of the membership, so that we can take you from point A to Z, however that looks in your life. So we are very, very excited about this membership. We've been working hard day in, day out on it, and we are excited to kick it off. I will be very instrumental in the membership. It will be, people can find out more information as, we're going to kick it off at Mats, but once Mats is over, it will be definitely launched on the website. So if you want to see us in person and learn about the membership, we'll be telling you about it there. If you can't join us, it's perfectly fine. You don't feel left out. We're going to post it online. So just visit the website, and we'll launch that soon, the name and everything, and kick it off. But we're just very excited about the membership and the roles that we are about to play in these women's lives.
I'm super excited too, because we know diversity and inclusion, making sure that when women find themselves in a male-dominated industry, they have the resources, the tools, the education, and most of all, the support that they need in order to be successful in this industry. And that is what She Trucking Foundation is all about, because we have it all. So if you are alone and you feel alone in this industry, you do not have to be alone anymore. Now you have support by being a part of the She Trucking community, and also finding yourself at Mats to meet the team. So we're going to make sure that you are connected both in person and virtually, making sure that you follow and be able to take an iBird's view of what's going on and get the feel and the emotion around what is going on. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to take another commercial break. And after that commercial break, we are going to bring on the entire Mats team that is going to be there. Well, we're going to be missing a couple people, but the ones that are here on today, and we're going to have some discussion about gas and how it is affecting the trucking industry. Because many of you who are watching who are not in trucking, you may not realize how this is impacting the trucking industry. So when we come back from our commercial break, we will have our beautiful ensemble cast back with us, and we're going to talk about this topic. We'll see you in a moment.
I don't like this. There are cars everywhere.
Bobby's, you're about to get on the interstate.
Oh,
so slow the truck down.
Oh, God.
Slow the truck down. For real, slow the truck down. Stay over here on the left, okay? Take your high side. Go up here, okay?
I cannot believe I'm getting on the interstate.
Accelerate. Stay on this side, accelerate. Go faster. Go faster. Faster, Bobby, faster.
Crap.
Look at all this traffic.
There are cars everywhere.
And now we're going to take it to the highest gear that you've ever been in. We're going to take it to the 10th gear.
Now?
There we go.
10th gear, baby!
And just like that, we are back, and I come along with a whole panel. Yes, we are. Now you are getting to see most of the crew that's going to be at the Mats this upcoming week. And we are going to be talking about, like MrsJerri said before, it's not just about the problems and the challenges of truckers, but how can we bring solutions? So with that being said, let's talk a little bit about the gas situation that's going on right now. How is that directly impacting the truckers within the industry? And anybody that's want to like talk about this, can put your little hand up and you can go first. Anybody? Larry, come on in.
Hey man, these fuel prices are outrageous. I mean, if you don't know exactly what you're doing, if you don't have an account somewhere, like you're gonna be left out to dry. Okay, and I always share with people like this right here. Like when you have tough times and stuff like this come, you need to make sure that you have an account, some type of dedicated account, something like hazmat, some type of industry that's always going to be paying when the fuel prices go up or something like that. So that's something that you want to make sure that you put yourself into, and it's certain ways to be able to offset that fuel and different things like that. Like you don't want to be running 75 miles an hour down the road like you used to. I mean, because it's just gonna be stuff going out of, it's just money going out the tank. Also, you want to make sure that you utilize your cruise control. There's just a couple of tips right there that you can do. But these fuel prices, you're gonna have to find a way that you can supplement whatever it is that you got going on. Whatever account it is, you need to make sure that you're able to supplement that with some type of other account, or you may have to pick up an extra account. You may have to go an extra. You may have to take a load of extra place that you usually don't run to, just so that you can cover your fuel. I mean, because in the beginning when you're first starting out, everybody don't have $100 million to where they can just dump it in the tank. Okay, you're gonna have to do what you got to do until you can do better, or until you can get you an account, or until you can get you some type of government contract with Lenora certifying your business. You see that segue right there?
I see the segue. So you guys, to give you some tangible numbers on this, because everything Larry said is head on. For those of you who are saying, well, what amount should I start with? You need to start with at least $300 to $500 to have you a safe little cushion that because what you don't realize, everyone who is watching, that sometimes you don't have the gas. The company would say, okay, we're turning off the fuel card. And so what are you going to do if they turn off the fuel card and you don't have your own money set aside? You will be stranded. Mm-hmm. And so right now we just want to spread the awareness that it's very, very difficult, and it don't look like it's going to ease up anytime soon. So you have to prepare, and so this is what you need to do: have at least $300 to $500 so you won't be stranded, just in case your fuel card is turned off. So, MrsJerri, let's talk a little bit about some other things as well as with drivers. So do everybody concur with they need to have at least $300 to $500 as a cushion to start off with?
Yes, that's definitely a great cushion. I mean, in a few years ago, we saw Celadon shut down. And so many, look, Sharae just said Celadon was a great example of that. So many drivers were stranded on side the road. And here's the thing, that's where the She Trucking Foundation comes in, because we have helped so many women and men. We're not just calling on women and helping women, we're helping men as well. We've helped men and women that were stranded on side of the road. And that's where the donations come in for the foundation. And Tina, I want to make sure that we share that. We are accepting, it's a 501c3. Okay, it's a nonprofit. Your donation is tax exempt. And so that's where we come in supporting and being that emergency relief for the truckers when they're in situations like this. Our leader, Sharae has been in those types of situations. And that's why that emergency relief is such a huge benefit, and it's so important for us, for the foundation to be able to help. But yeah, when Celadon shut down, we were assisting. My team were getting so many calls from drivers trying to go and move into another company. So we supported hundreds of drivers from Celadon that were stranded and were just trying to find another company, because it's a reality that drivers and a lot of people just in America in general, not just in the trucking industry, but people live paycheck to paycheck. And if you miss out on one check or two checks, that could really put you in a very bad situation, you and your family. And so that's why I'm so proud of what we're doing over here at the She Trucking Foundation. If anyone is wanting to donate, make sure that you visit our website, She Trucking, www.shetruckingexpo.com.
Yes, that is so important. So you know that your dollars is really going towards a worthy cause. And if you, anytime that you're donating to nonprofit 501(c), it is a tax write-off. So it's a win-win situation for individuals that choose to support. And we definitely need your support right now, because what's going on is unacceptable. We need to think about this from the perspective of the driver. Okay, think about it. Our livelihood, if you have businesses, if you don't, everything is dependent upon the import and export, along with the transportation of getting our items, whether it's food or recreation, getting the products to the location in which you need to get to. If you have medication, life-saving medication, it's transported more than likely by some type of truck. If you need food, you want that special meal, it's transported by a truck or something within the transportation industry. So it's very crucial that we take care of the drivers and make sure that they have what they need so we can continuously get what we need. And this gas thing is not just affecting us as regular consumers. It's really detrimental to the truckers, because the gas is just astronomical at this moment. So you guys, let's talk a little bit about all the different things in regards to women, what She Trucking is bringing, because we know we have the amazing men, and I love it when our men are actually rallying behind us in this industry. Yeah, it take a strong man to rally behind a group of women, to get up in the mix. So thank you, Larry, for everything that you're actually doing for us. We have two Larrys in the building. Our other Larry is actually traveling, so he's not in a good location at the moment. And so let's talk about things that as women we need. Okay, like for example, maternity leave. That's a hot topic. Why is it so crucial that policies are put in place for women truckers to have maternity leave? It seems so simple, but why isn't it?
Well, and I'll just start with the conversation from the maternity leave perspective. Maternity leave is available in every other industry. No matter where you come from, maternity leave or some type of FMLA leave is available in every single industry, except for the trucking industry, except for the truck drivers. And so we believe that it's imperative and important, the maternity leave, the safety, the truck stops that for women, there's challenges of getting sanitary supplies at truck stops, because some truck stops aren't equipped for women. And so these are conversations that we're having on our social media platforms, but we're also meeting and having conversations in the rooms with the people who need to hear this. Whether it's our government agencies, we've been in those rooms. And so that's why the She Trucking Foundation is so important to the women in the industry, because we are your voice. We are that one voice, that one sound that you need to be able to get what you need in the industry.
Thank you so much, MrsJerri. And so I want to speak to a little bit with Larry, because being that you are helping individuals get into trucks and everything like that, let's talk about this hot topic of safe parking for our truckers, because that has become a growing problem within the trucking industry, finding safe parking. So what can we do to make sure that our truckers have this?
Well, I would say first of all, we need more spots to park in. Okay, and so here's a business idea for you right here. When you see some an empty lot or something, think about starting you a secured truck lot business or something, so people can park trucks there. But as far as parking, I think we need to be conscious that there are women out here. I think like most of the businesses, they're just thinking about the male aspect of it when it comes to the parking and different things like that. But I think we need to be more conscious, like with security, with cameras, even having places to park, because after a certain time, I know most of the women that I usually talk to, they usually shut down a little bit earlier because they don't want to fight with late at night trying to find somewhere to park. It's dark, you can't see, and the parking lot owners are not invested in security. They're not invested into the lights and cameras and different things like that. And so they just put it out there and they make it as a money pit without thinking about the safety. So I think confronting those people and confronting those topics, to be able to let each and every one of them know that, hey, look, we have to think about our women too, because I'm all for security. That's one of the things right there that I always share with different people. Like we got to make sure that our women are secure out here. Even with being at the truck parking lot and looking out for the women, while they're walking across the parking lot and different things like that, because I think investing into people is going to be your best bet, because if people know that if I can park right here and this is a safe parking lot, you're always going to be, because word of mouth is going to spread quicker than anything. So you're always going to have business at that particular location because they know it's safe.
Well, yes, that is so true, because it is a need for safety within the trucking industry for women, and just knowing that things are in place, because something as simple as, let me bring some women on, something as simple as having a restroom for females at the trucking at the truck stops. There really is no female oriented thing that is there, because me personally going out handing out PPE boxes, I was floored when I went in and I was like, where's the female, the female stuff? And it was heavily male dominated, and it can be a very scary place because it's very fast. A lot is going on. And so we need to have that safety as well. So let me who I want to bring on right now is our truckers accountant, because we've been talking about some numbers. We have been talking about numbers, about how much you pretty much need to keep in the bank account just in case you run into a gas shortage. But now let's talk about these numbers, because many of you are driving trucks and income is coming in, but you don't know how to balance the numbers. You don't really know what the numbers mean. So how can you help us, MrsJerri, in regards to the truckers and keeping their numbers straight so they really know what's going on?
I like to identify the course or the trajectory of where the client is going by certain KPIs. So when you're going and you have your bookkeeping completed and you have your profit and loss statement, you want to pay attention to these key drivers to let you know if you're going to be profitable or not. So the first one is your profit. So what actually came into your business? Everyone on social media is talking about how they have $1 million companies. They're bringing in $20, $40, $50,000 for the load. But then the question should be, how much did you keep? And that's where the profit comes in at. What did actually, after everything came into your business and actually went out, what did you keep at the bottom line? Just because trucking is such a heavy cash flow, most individuals, you guys think that the money is there and it's not there. You haven't kept any of it. Even if you have a box truck, they may make a fraction of the cost, but if they're keeping more of their money, they're more of a profitable business than you. So that's the first key driver that you're going to look for, your actual profit. Then you want to take a look at your maintenance account. How much are you doing for maintenance? Paying attention to your maintenance, paying attention to what you're paying your drivers. Is it a certain percentage? I like to have an operating account, and out of that operating account, you pay all of your expenses out of it. And the goal is to get it down to 50%. Most people, you guys are at 50, 60, 70. Some people are at even 90% of their revenue, which means that you are not able to even bounce back if gas goes up. If fuel goes up, you're not able to bounce back because you were living on pins and needles to begin with. Okay. So we have your profit, and then setting a target. What is your target that you're going to hit? If you say that you want to hit a goal of $1 million, what does that look like on a monthly, a weekly, a quarterly basis? And if you don't know what that looks like, you need to go and find out what that looks like right now. Right now, we're heading out of first quarter into second quarter, figuring out what that looks like. So you have your KPI of, you're going to look at your profit, you're going to look at your target, you're going to look at your insurance that you're paying out, you're going to look at what you're paying to your drivers, and you're going to look at your repairs and maintenance. These are the things that I like to take a look at every month. I'm looking at my clients and what they're doing in these different areas. And we're going to add fuel. Fuel is definitely one of the important ones. So what are you doing to manage your fuel? So right now we're in a fuel crisis. It's not going to change. We still need to move. What is your pivot? Do not panic. What is your pivot? So if you're over the road, can you take some local runs? Because you have to start to pivot and think strategically on how to get past this. Because let me tell you, this is going to be detrimental to your survival. This is survival of the fittest right now when we have these things happening. Because really, during the pandemic, we felt the heat, but you guys really didn't feel the heat because they were throwing out EIDL loans and PPP loans. So you had it, but you got all those loans and you didn't put anything aside when fuel prices may have happened to go up. So now you're having trouble paying your drivers. So you do not want to do that. So make sure you're focusing on all 5 of those KPIs.
Oh, wow. You gave some great tips that all of us, even if we're not driving a truck, we have a regular business that we can take into account. So right now we're going to take some questions from the audience. So if you are watching right now, which I see that you are, and you have a question, please send it in, type it in the chat, and we will do our best to answer. For this, we are going to pull the rest of the cast on. For those of you, you just raise your hand if you want to answer the question. Oh, we have one question, you guys. We have a question. Let me bring on the people. Okay, let me bring my people on. Ooh, child, we have a question. The question is, what are some profitable jobs within the industry for non-drivers? MrsJerri.
Accountants. No one wants to count the numbers. Accounting numbers is my warm and fuzzy place, you guys. But it is definitely, everyone on this panel has a different mark that they've made in the industry. So is it something else that you like to do? You don't necessarily have to drive the truck. Are you a truck driver that happens to like numbers? You are a rare commodity. You wouldn't know how to do the numbers and the trucking. So those two together pair heavily. So don't forget about the accounting aspect of it. Taxes, CFO, we are here. It's wide open.
Well, yes, honey, but we run for them numbers. We want the money. We
Yep.
want the numbers. We run for them numbers.
Everyone's running from the numbers. Imagine if you ran towards the numbers. Imagine what you can
Exactly.
do and what you can change.
And that's why we have you here, and you're part of the Matt's team. You teach us. You're like, when we want to run, you be like, come here, girl. Numbers are your friend. All right.
Exactly.
So-
Come on over here. Let's look at these numbers. You telling me we're gonna do this before we get any approvals. Let's see what's going on.
Exactly. And you guys, this is what we're bringing to the table in regards to the She Trucking Foundation, along with the membership. Ones who have their membership are going to get more and more isolated care on these topics. So that's why we encourage you, once the membership open up, to go ahead and opt in to whatever option you would like to opt in on. And also, we are still accepting donations so that if a trucker finds themselves stranded, we will be able to provide them with the much needed assistance. So right now, we're going to bring on our amazing Ashley, and maybe we'll get Julie on in the building, because they are actually doing something different. Because the question was, what are some profitable jobs within the industry for non-drivers?
Yes,
so my Ashley and my Julie, they fit into this category. So tell them about what you two ladies do, again, for ones who just hopping on and didn't get the little intro.
Awesome. Okay, hey everybody. If you missed my introduction, my name is Ashley with Life on the Road Recruiting. I'm one of the lead recruiters and the IT and marketing specialist. So I know a lot of people think that, you got to drive a truck, or you got to own a truck, or you got to own a trucking business to, make money or be in the industry. But there are thousands, hundreds of thousands of drivers within the trucking industry that are looking for a job, that want to change companies, that they're just wanting something new or wanting something local, and they've been over the road. So a little bit about what we do is we help those drivers, and we help those SAP drivers as well that need a second chance, that have that violation on their record, get back on the road and get back working. So you don't have to drive the truck or own a trucking company to be a part of the industry. You could actually recruit. And Julie can add on to that as well. You can recruit and hire drivers for these companies. We have contracts with over 60 of the mega carriers, and we hire drivers for them. And it's a very lucrative thing to do if you are, tedious and attentive, and customer service is something that you're good at as well. Can't hear you, Julie.
Unmute.
Can't hear you, Julie.
Unmute your mic.
There you go.
Sorry about that. We're in the same room. Sorry about that. So basically, we source drivers for trucking companies. We brief them. We get their applications. We make sure they qualify for jobs, because there are hundreds and hundreds of trucking jobs out there. And it's really hard for companies to find quality drivers for their company. So that's when we come in and we make sure trucking companies keep their trucks filled. So yeah, you do not have to own a truck to be in the trucking industry. You can be a recruiter. You can also do dispatching. So yeah, there are many different things you can do. And recruiting is paying anywhere between $500 to $5,000 per driver. So yeah, it's definitely money in the trucking industry besides owning a truck.
I hope y'all heard them numbers. It started, the bottom is just as good as the top. I mean, said it started at 5, and then it can go up to 5,000 per client. So as you can see, it's different ways that you can get into the trucking industry. But you ladies are also doing something amazing too. You're not only just helping drivers who may have had a violation on their record get back in the trucking seat, but you're also and do recruiting, because you do that too. But you also handle social media. So tell us a little bit about your role that you're playing for the Mats, making sure that even if we can't be there, we still can be a part of it.
So basically, we'll be going live, we'll be interviewing, we'll be posting pictures frequently. So y'all can feel like y'all are there. Y'all won't miss anything because of the social media takeover team, which is me, Ashley, and Ray.
All right. Well, thank you so much, ladies, for sharing with us a different spin on being a part of the trucking industry. So, food for thought, people. You don't have to drive a truck, but you can be a part of it, and it can be very lucrative for you. So, many of you, we heard MrsJerri talk about knowing our numbers. We also found out about different ways you can get into the trucking industry without driving a truck. But what if you're already in the trucking industry and you see something that you would like to do and you need some money because your money might be looking a little funny? You're funding, right? So we have somebody in the building that can help you with some possible funding as long as your paperwork is in order. We have Michelle in the building. She's going to be at the event as well because she is our resident grants queen. So tell us and tell the truckers and ones in transportation how this is crucial to help them in this part of the business.
Tina, I love when you said your paperwork have to be in order. So before I can even talk about contracts, before I can even talk about grants, is your paperwork in order? And some of you guys had saw that I put a post out and say, is your brand ready for business? And your brand is you. So if you are an owner operator, if you're a solopreneur, your brand is you. Are you professional? So the question is, Michelle, so what is professionalism? Well, it all depends who your client is or who you wish your client to be. So if you know that your client is that mom and pop, maybe your professionalism is a little casual. But if it's more like a big pharma or a large chain like a Kroger's or a Publix, then are you presenting what they are looking for? And so one of the first things, most definitely, if you are a single member LLC or a sole proprietor, you should not be using your social security number. You should have an EIN. Okay, so everything I'm talking about, I'll be talking about this at Matt's next week. But again, reach out to me. Also, do you have a bank account with your business name? Not your name, your business name. Again, this information needs to be separate from your personal account because when those grants come in, that is one of the first things that they are asking for. Does your bank account, does it has your business name? And then they want to see some type of history in there. So if it's all of a sudden like, oh man, you know what? Let me get one today so I can get this $25,000 grant. It's too late. You're getting ready when other folks are already prepared. Also, they'll ask for your website. Do you have a website? You can go on Google, you can go to GoDaddy, you can go to Wix, whatever is your preference. Buy a website, skip, Starbucks coffee for a couple of days, buy a website, get a logo. You can create a logo all by yourself, or you can hire a company for a logo, or like me, I love Canva. You could create one from Canva or even Google Docs. Google Docs is free. So you can create a logo. Again, what's in your name? So no, I'm not a branding expert by any means, but I know who I want to do business with. And when I'm looking at your information, I want to make sure that your email says, my email is michelle@michellelenore.com. because my business is Michelle Lenore Enterprises. So if we'll say trucking, it will say trucking strategist. So does it say info@truckingstrategist.com, or if it's hotgirl26@hotmail.com? Because in my head, when I hear hot, there's only a couple things I can think of, right? And I'm talking about hot fried chicken. All right. Yes, I'm making a joke. So are all these things in order? And so if these things are in order, when these grants are coming down the pipeline, because I don't care what state you're in right now, there is a grant that is open for you that you should be applying for. Just go to your MDBA office. You can look for that online. And that again, that's MDBA. They are looking to give you money. And because you are in the transportation field, the percentage of that money is so much greater. So, I know you guys want to hear more about grants. You want to hear more about contracts. But what I keep seeing is your paperwork in order? When's the last time that you went ahead and you submitted your taxes? They're looking for submittal of taxes for at least 3 to 5 years. Have you submitted your taxes? If you haven't done it, today is a great day to start. Me, I don't know, again, because we're talking about different states. I can't suggest anyone to you, but if we got to start with somebody, start with H&R Block or Jackson Hewitt or whoever is an official tax company that's out there. And from there, you can begin to go and you can look for these grants, and then you can begin to get certified, collaborate. Okay. And when you guys collaborate, y'all can bid on these multi-million-dollar contracts. So instead of the fuel being cut off, you guys are providing the fuel. You are providing jobs for other people. You're providing a community, okay, for the folks that are around you, and you're just providing just a better life for your family.
Yes. So get your paperwork in order. And if it's not in order, don't dismay. Just start today getting everything in order so that you can prepare, because I hear 24/7, I want to get a grant. I want to get a grant. I'm not a grant expert, but I know your paperwork have to be in order. So I'm like, okay, get that done first. Then you can get with my Sharae, the numbers lady. Then you can get with Larry. He help you get your insurance straight. Then you can get with MrsJerri and her team, helping you with that social media and helping you if you have a strike on your account, to help you get back in the truck driving. Everybody on the MATS team play a very intricate role in the pushing forward, making sure that we do not just present problems and challenges and struggles, but we also provide the solution, like MrsJerri says. So what I want you guys to do, what do I want you to do? I want you to go donate today. Donate by going to paypal.me/she with the T foundation. That is she. Don't forget the T foundation, and make sure that you support. Any amount is acceptable, whatever your heart is moved to do. No amount is too small, because this actually help us to help the community when truckers find themselves in a difficult situation. You can also go to stay in the loop at shetruckingexpo.com. We have someone saying, taking notes right now. If you have any questions, this is the time for you to ask your questions. If you have questions. So we are really, really enjoying everybody that is sharing their knowledge with all of you. So what we're going to do right now is take a commercial break. Y'all have y'all questions, and then we're going to wrap this up. Because why we're going to wrap it up? Because this panel is on the road or going to be on the road. Why? Because they're going to the max, okay? They don't have time to be on here all day, because it starts Thursday, March the 24th, and it ends on Saturday on the 26th. And where is it? It's in Kentucky, baby. MATS, the Mid-America Trucking Show. And so we'll be back in a moment. Get your questions. We'll be back in a moment.
I love to travel. I wanted to see the whole United States, and I thought that this would be a good way to see it. And I just fell in love with it. Driving a truck as a woman is badass. Can I say that? When I first started, you would see a woman maybe once a week. Sometimes you'll go a long period of time and not see another woman. A lot of times we go places, they stare and they say, "Did you drive that truck?" I realized that we need something, to bring all the women together. About a year ago, I started the Sisterhood Group. Initially, it was just to give them a place to form a community, but now mentorship gave the opportunity for people to ask for help, and it gave us with experience the opportunity to reach out to help.
Hello.
Well, hey, Allie, how are you?
It's going. It's going.
So is this your first load?
My fourth.
Your fourth? I am so proud of you.
I was just out of school, like literally just out of school. I went on to Facebook and She Trucking came up. Then I requested the mentorship. It makes me feel more confident because of the advice that she's given me, that I can do this job, that I've got this. And she's got my back.
When we traveling in the truck, you're around strangers. This group, it allows you to have a friend or a sister that is close to you. Hey, good morning. She trucking all together. Like, I think that would be awesome. Now people are starting to see us women out here and say, okay, I see she's doing it. Go girl, you know. It shows just women can be whatever they want to be.
And that is why we do what we do, because we want you to know that you are not alone anymore. I'm about to get choked up. Lord have mercy. Maybe I should not watch Sharae just now, because Lord knows I cry ugly. But anyway, and that is why we put in the time in order to make these resources available. You're not alone. You may, of course, be the only woman on the road at the moment in the place in which you are, but you are not the only woman that is within the trucking industry. And that is what this is all about. Our 501c3, which is the She Trucking Foundation, is a nonprofit 501c organization that is committed to helping women and minorities establish and maintain successful careers in the transportation industry. We encourage all of you to go to shetruckingexpo.com, and we also encourage all of you to look into your heart to donate so we can keep everything going, because without all of you, all of this cannot be maintained. So go to paypal.me/she, the letter T, foundation. Any contribution will be wonderful. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to bring on the remaining people that's going to be at the mats, our mats team. And we are going to just say a quick bye-bye, encouraging them to come in and support and see you guys, okay?
Yes. Thank you so much again for having us, Miss Tina. This what we're doing in the industry, it's phenomenal. I'm so proud to be a part of this organization and everything that we're doing. And just so that women and the women and the minorities that we're helping bring into the industry, one of the things that we do from a Life on the Road recruiting perspective, and one thing that we're bringing into the She Trucking Foundation is the education. The education coming into the industry, because not everybody had a perfect life before they came into trucking. Not everyone was perfect. And so we try to do a lot of education on how you should come into this industry. We work with so many new drivers that have had a violation in the clearinghouse, brand new, zero experience. And so we try to be proactive in sharing and telling them what they need to do before they come into this industry. And so, again, nobody's perfect. Nobody comes into this industry, they have a life before trucking. And so that's what a lot of people need to understand. And so the education, not just from the clearinghouse perspective, but how to drive, the mentorships, all those things are important. And that's what the She Trucking Foundation is doing. That's what the She Trucking Foundation brings to over 30,000 women across America.
Yes. So Michelle, Julie, our truckers accountant, you have any last words that you would like to say along the lines that I want to put out on today before you ladies wrap it up? Because I want you all, if you can, go see the Mats team in person, the She Trucking Mats team. I want to challenge all of you to donate $1. $1. I'm not asking for 5, 10, 20, $1. And then once you donate that $1, and where can you donate that $1 at? You can donate it right here at paypal.me/SheT Foundation. Okay. I want to challenge you. Once you donate that $1, I want you to share that link with a friend. If 1,000 people gave $1, think about the impact that will make. If there's a trucker out there stranded, that will be some funds that can help them get home. That can be the resource that a mother needs in order to help provide resources. It's so much that can be done by just giving $1. Many times we feel like if you got to donate, it has to be something astronomically large. That's not the case. It takes a lot of people doing a very little bit. Exactly. A lot of people. Exactly. So if all of us do $1, think about the impact. So we make things go viral all the time, right? That don't even deserve to go viral. How about let's make this hashtag go viral? Everybody give $1. How about that? You feel good about yourself. You can get a test right off on that $1 if you want it. And I also want you guys to make sure to share this video and support the Mats with all of our amazing team members from She Trucking Foundation. Make sure to go to SheTruckingExpo.com. Ladies, we're going to wrap this up. Say some last final words because we want them to go ahead. If they're close, get in the car and go. If they don't mind driving, drive, honey. But we want them there if they can be there. And if not, we have the amazing Julie. And oh my goodness, we have Ashley still in the building. I'm sorry, love. That they're going to make sure that they tie us in so that we can see everything from the eye view of being there live. So you're going to get to feel the emotion of being at Mats, even if you're not able to physically be there in person. So ladies, let's wrap this up and tell everybody. Start with MrsJerri, Michelle, Julie, my Sharae, and Ashley. And we're going to see you at Mats, either in person or virtual.
Awesome. Thank you, Miss Tina. Again, we cannot wait to see everyone at the Mid-America Trucking Show, the largest truck show in America. It is the 50th anniversary. They have not had Mats since 2019. They couldn't do it for the last 2 years because of COVID. And so we will be there in the North Wing lobby at booth number 40577. You'll see the entire She Trucking Mats team. Again, that's the North Wing lobby at booth number 40577. We will be introducing formally and officially the She Trucking Foundation, Inc., which we are so excited and so happy and proud to be a part of.
Cool. Well, I want to say thank you so much for inviting me. I'm going to let you know that corporations need you. Women and people of color, they need you because when you are a part of their organization grows. It is stated, it has been proven that 19% of an organization's revenue grows by 19% when they have women a part of their leadership group and organization. And then it almost doubles to 36%. So if a company is making $25 million, and if they know about you, they know that you are a certified minority or woman-owned business, that can increase their revenue. So like I say, don't get ready, be ready.
I just want to say we can't wait to see everybody next week at the Mid-American Trucking Show. If you won't be there, you will see a lot of me and Ashley's face all day. You'll be tired of seeing our face by the end of it, and we just can't wait to see everybody.
I was on mute. Okay, so my advice to all you guys is if you cannot get there, find a way to be in the room with Ashley and Julie that they can help you out, because these are the truck shows where you meet people. These are the truck shows where you network and come and learn new things. I can't wait to see you guys. I've been on live all this time, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in person. This is where you come and get that network built, because it is not done all by yourself. You have to have some type of support, which is why we at She Trucking, we're here to support you guys. So I look forward to seeing each and every one of you guys. And remember, if you have not already gone there, pick you a truck show, pick you somewhere, and educate yourself, because it is tax deductible.
Hey guys, Ashley again. I cannot wait to see everybody. I'm excited to keep you guys informed. Again, like MrsJerri said, come see us in the North Wing lobby at booth 40577. I can't wait to keep you guys in the loop along with Julie and Ray. Truck drivers, there's a ton of opportunities out here for you, and don't be scared if you have that violation. We are here to help. So again, can't wait to see you guys next weekend, and I hope this podcast was very informative for you guys. Until then, see you later.
All right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, which I know you did. Again, to do a quick recap of everything, we had an amazing panel. We even have two men in the building. We have Larry and Larry, who is both in their own right are major influencers. One helping you in regards to insurance. I'm Larry Blackman, and also our amazing influencer, Larry, who actually helps with if you want to get into trucks, all of which they will be at MATS. This is not our complete MATS Mid-American Trucking Show team, but you will see everybody there this upcoming week. We encourage you to come if you can. If you can't, we encourage you to make sure to stay in the loop with our correspondents that's going to be on site. Yes, that's Ashley, Ray, and Julie. That's going to be keeping you in the loop, making sure that you will be able to see it all over social media so that you can ask your questions and be able to take part in this amazing, life-changing event in regards to trucking. If you want to ask some questions now and all that good stuff, just hop on over there to SheTruckingExpo.com. That is SheTruckingExpo.com. Oh, we got a seal of approval from the president CEO, Sharae Moore. She's in the building. She will also be there as well. Again, I want to employ on you and challenge you to hashtag give $1 to what? The She Trucking Foundation, and to where paypal.me/SheT Foundation. Yes, I'm going to leave it up there so you can see it. And if you happen to be in the building to the Mid-American Trucking Show, make sure to check us out. Yes, at booth 40577. That is 40577. And stay in the loop with all the interviews that will be coming your way. Make sure to like, follow, and share. I am Coach Tina Ramsay. I am the host of the She Trucking podcast, and I am so excited and honored to be a part of the She Trucking community, sharing with you everything that we know in order to help you be successful in the trucking industry. No matter what way you decide to come in, we want you to find your place somewhere, okay? So with all those lines, we are going to go ahead and end this interview with our main man. Who is that? That's King, baby. You can see him at She Trucking. This is we just love him to pieces. So we're going to close out with King.
King, can you read it for me, please? Thank you.
DJ Tony Dunn.
She gon' take care of her bitch, she truckin', she truckin'. She a woman with a rig, she truckin', she truckin'. She gon' take care of her kids, she truckin', yeah. She a boss, she do it big, she truckin', she truckin', she truckin', truckin', she truckin', truckin'. She a boss, she do it big, she truckin', truckin'. She a woman with a rig, she truckin', she truckin', she truckin', truckin', she truckin'.